Hello and welcome to the ZeroToDesign app critique series.
Woo!
Yeah, that's wrong. This is our first and MVP episode, so don't be surprised if it's also our last. But if so, at least it'll be a great guide of what not to do. We shall be your commentators, DJ and...
Thanks, DJ. I'm Sakky. We're going to be taking a look at lots of popular apps, some personal favourites, and also some absolute dead things. We'll get onto what those mean later in the show. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at EasyJet.
Let's do this!
We'll take a look at the EasyJet app. I've actually had really good experiences of it though, to be honest. But
Relative to Ryanair.
No, Ryanair doesn't even have an app.
Yeah, they do.
No, don't lie.
Yeah, they do.
The thing that stands out to me here is, right, you've got all this real estate up top. Why? Although, to be honest, I can kind of see... Okay, cool, this is going on Do Not Disturb. You can kind of see that it's like easier to tap down here, right?
Well, I mean, I think they've left the real estate for if you're chatting to someone on WhatsApp whilst doing a recording, so you can easily get distracted.
I just don't think they... Why is the space there? I don't get it.
Oh yeah, also because as well, I think those spaces are nice when you can put a nice image or something, interesting. But this image is blurred and you can't really even see anything.
Doesn't make sense. There should be more. I feel as though more could be done. To be honest, if you think about how thin it is here at the bottom, jeez,
It's so thin.
it's bare thin. Like the main thing you want to do here is book a trip, right? So I guess that's in an easy enough spot. But it's not even standing out against the other ones. It is bigger, sure.
No, I think you make a good point about the book trip being the main action, because what is that thing, the radius of the thumb? You got that like curvature.
Oh yeah, 45
for half
pixels
the
by
screen,
45
yeah.
pixels.
And if you're assuming that everyone's right-handed, then actually, is that the best place or is it My Trips? But either way, yeah, that's probably roundabout premium space.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. The capitalization of all these words and the font as well, like.
It's a bit intense.
And the icons. Yeah, sorry, no, let's get
Should we go
started
into
somewhere.
something?
Yeah.
All right, let's book a trip because there's clearly loads of flights going on at the moment. So we want to go from Gatwick. Okay, cool. So give your location, give you suggested airport. Simple enough. That makes sense. I quite like that.
Nice.
Where do we want to go?
I heard Croatia's not bad.
Fuck's sake. You really have to remind me of that. I was actually meant to go to Split. Oh, fuck's sake. So when do we want to go? I quite like this. I quite like the way that they've... Like, this is quite easy.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you normally have, these date components that are normally contained.
Tricky.
Yeah, but they've given it a full screen, which I think is actually important here. And it's cool that you can see that you're doing departing, because I do get confused sometimes, which one you're choosing. You're doing the departing one, and then do you slide, or do you tap departing, then do returning? But they've got select date under departing, so that's clear.
I like having this functionality where outbound and inbound in the same place, basically. You're not fiddling around with anything.
Yeah.
Go to 14, click done. All right, let's do 2 of us. Show flights. Okay. Going out.
Well, because I'm confused by, first of all, their use of orange. Like, of course I know this is their color, but
it's everywhere.
Exactly, it's everywhere. Then
I'm
they've
not
got
sure if
this.
that icon's adding anything either.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, what's this icon doing? Is it a plane or is it a bird or is it just stupid? By the way, EasyJet, they're not sponsoring this episode, are they?
They should, because we're doing a stellar job.
Yeah, because we don't have to say nice things about them, right?
Okay, I do like how you can see the other days quite easily though, and it gives you the starting price. Yeah, low-cost airlines, obviously price is everything, right? So I like how you can see that, and it's quite clear from which day, depending on which day you travel, how much each of those is going to start from. So I quite like that, to be honest. Being a cheap little bitch, I am.
The top row is quite interesting, the dates and the pricing, because I was thinking, if I've chosen my dates, am I actually certain about those dates? Do I actually really care about, changing dates? And I was
Like
thinking,
the 14th.
Well, yeah, exactly, yeah, like to the 14th or 15th. And then I was thinking, if I do care about those dates, quite tricky. I guess I have to scroll left and right. Feels a little bit fiddly. So maybe actually would be better on the side vertically, and you can scroll up and down. So you use the left hand side as maybe a 80 pixel width for the dates, and then you'd have the rest of the screen for still scrolling vertically. Because again, if
Okay,
you're talking
cool.
about like real estate, we've got this airplane that's probably like 40, 60 pixels, whatever, that's taking up all of that column space and really adding nothing.
Yeah, no, I definitely disagree with your point. Um,
Of course.
all right, let's book this flight. Okay, then we book when we're coming back. Same thing. The icons haven't changed though.
Yeah, nothing really. The thing is, what confused me is that nothing changed. Like, I was like, wait, how do we know it's coming back? What just happened?
So you've got actually a bit of description at the bottom, which I don't think anyone's really clicking. I'd like the analytics on that one, please. So we'll click on that. Cool. Then we add our extras. I guess that's a business thing, right? They want you to wait. Pound 99p per bag per flight.
That's not
99p.
bad.
Yo, that's cheap.
That's so cheap, right?
Yo, I'll get a few of those. Yeah. What?
A few moments later.
No, that's a mistake. You're telling me I can get 6 bags for 12 quid? Nah,
That's got to be
madness.
because no one's booking the
Like-
flights in quarantine.
No, everyone's just carrying themselves, no luggage. I like how you've got the little slider that comes up with total items, although there's no differentiator between the two. So if you have one of 15 and one of 23, they look the same up there. And they also cost the same. Yo, this is stupid, bro. They should have logic that hides it if it's the same.
Well, I guess, but
That's what's the
question though.
Mm.
If it was the same, how would you redo that part? You still need to know that it's 99p for each bag. Huh?
Yeah, it's easy to be a critic, not a creator, mate.
It is, yeah. Well, let's just leave it.
Yeah, exactly. Like any good designer, you can't think of the solution, just leave it. I wonder what that I does. Oh yeah, some jargon. This is probably a bit of a better hierarchy and spacing for the text, although the icon, when you actually think about it, the icon's dumb. The icon is actually useless. It could be that the icon flips on the return journey,
Yeah, that's true.
but it doesn't even do that.
Yeah, because right now, like, I'm wondering if without the icon they thought it was too bland. I don't think so, given the amount of orange they've got there. I think they've already got something interesting
There's a
going
lot
on
of
already.
orange. Simple enough. All right, we've got a few clicks and we're into passenger details. Okay, we've got seats and then car rental. I never do car rental for these things.
Because you
It's
can't
too
drive,
mu-
mate.
Where's your driving license?
I got a provisional one and what?
Does that let you drive? I forgot.
If I'm
one
with someone
cab.
else that can drive, yeah.
Yeah. All right, $3.99 for a seat. Nah.
That button looks really weird with the font and stuff because it says
It's an
14A
A.
and then they've got a pipe. I'm
pipe.
thinking there's some kind of like hieroglyphics going on there. And then you've got the
That's a
A,
bit
the change
mad.
as well. Like, I'm not sure they should be using that font,
The font is interesting, isn't it?
in the UI. Like, I get it for if it's a brand thing, you use it on like logos or whatever, but I'm not sure about within the UI.
Nah, that looks weird. 14 up dash change. Okay, going out, coming back. Icons still haven't changed. That's one. It's at least as consistent.
Yeah, that's true.
This is quite nice feature of
Yeah.
swiping across car rentals. It wouldn't be something that I would do personally, but I really like the way that they do present it. It's quite clear that you've got your car, 5-seater, 2 bags, 10 a day. It's easy enough.
Yeah, I like the visuals.
EasyJet Plus. What does that give you? See, this is weird because if you select the seats and you can get them for free, but you only get them for free once you put your number in at checkout. So you actually only get them for free later. So I don't think in terms of timing, this actually makes a lot of sense. I think it's probably one of those little dark patterns, to be honest.
If you were a member and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to get my seats free, and I now
Yeah.
see money next to them, I'm thinking, what the hell?
But I assume this is more of an MVP approach where because they didn't want to build a full-fledged feature to automatically detect if you're EasyJet Plus and make it free or whatever. They've just said enter your name in, I assume. All right, so we click continue. Email, mobiles in there. Reason for travel. I assume this is for analytics for them.
Privacy policy just snuck in there under mobile.
Oi, I didn't even notice that. Yo, snake. All right, proceed to payment. Now we have our EasyJet Plus stuff. Then you have your terms and conditions. I like the Apple Pay, buy with Apple Pay. It's crazy how much like faster you could be when
Yes,
it is
no,
in
I think
in the UI.
yeah, exactly. Like if you're on an app and you don't have Apple or Google Pay, I think you're missing a big trick.
100%. So you do buy with Apple Pay, get your thing, and then you're done. So
Where are we not
when you
going?
Yeah. Okay, no. I think it's actually incredibly quick. It is fairly one prompt per screenish. So there's not too much that you have to do per page. Whereas obviously, like when you, for example, I've booked through like third-party apps on a mobile web or a desktop device, and you have like a long page that has a lot of stuff to get through, and you have to look for information that you need to fill out. Whereas here, I think it's quite clear. I think that's one thing that makes it quite quick. Rather than having one super long form, these are quite short generally. Even the inputting in your passenger details was name, email, and number. It's pretty short, right? All in all, I would probably summarize by saying quick and easy, but some questionable UI in there.
What would you give it out of 10?
I think UX wise, I'd give it like a 9 actually, because I think it's actually quite simple. UI wise, I'd probably go for like 4. How about you?
Oh, you actually want my opinion? Fine.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode, and there were plenty of learnings for you to take away.
Or maybe not. But either way, like, comment, follow, subscribe, poke, friend. Okay. Yeah, here are the links.
We've been Sakky and DJ from ZeroToDesign. See you guys next time.